Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Tearing down monuments, changing school names, our country has undergone a major overhaul to remove traces of the Confederacy. Now the city of Austin is on that list. This was sparked by a report given to the city council about Austin's founder, Stephen F. Austin. Austin owned slaves and played a big role in preserving slavery during the Mexican-American War. Well, this y'all got you fired up. Take it away, Sam.
Thank you so much, Tori. That's right. Lots of comments pouring in right now. Let's get straight to them. Mana writes, no, it's part of our history. We have to take the good and the bad and have an intelligent conversation. Al, what would you say to that?
I just say we need to make sure we have the right conversation. There's going to be a lot of chances where when people kind of agree with that idea, they'll say, well, we need to preserve our history, but it's kind of, on the fence about how we really feel about this. I think that there's a way to remember our history without glorifying it. And I think if you look at a lot of the statues, they're in glorious positions. They're on a horse. They're looking over a cavern. They have, a cavalry behind them like, hey, we're still here. We still represent this, as opposed to just having a plaque that just said this racist general died here.
Robin says, we can start history now, just don't name it an outrageous person. Well, yeah, of course, this will be history at some point. I think that changing the name is kind of placating the issue because we're not going to have that change across the board, and then we have to justify the reason why it's okay for this situation but not okay for the other. So I think that you're right, Al, it's part of a deeper conversation, but maybe having this conversation of the possibility of change will be the catalyst for the main conversation.
Michael says, I am not for renaming anything unless the person did something so terrible that it deserves to be renamed. There's a lot of people that would say that this man did something that was appalling and terrible. However, I do recall Condoleezza Rice having a really interesting statement on this. She said she didn't want to sanitize history. She wanted to be able to look at either statues or flags or different monuments and teach her kids this is what happened and this is how far we've come. So I thought it was an interesting take by Condi.